Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Kira's Fine Vlogs. So today I'm going to show you how I learned to create a half-cut crease, and I'm also very new to this, so the way I know it is very simple. And I'm also going to show you how I created this particular look, which was liked and appreciated by many people on my Instagram post, and I also received many personal messages saying how much people liked this look. So yes, and to be honest, it was not so very difficult as compared to the other looks that I've created. Let's get started now. To set the base, I'm taking this LA Girl Pro Concealer. Now a powder foundation to set the base with a clean brush. First and foremost, if you're already done with your face, then it's better if you use any kind of a powder that you want in your under eye area like this, in this motion. Oops, it went a little far than I had expected, but never mind. And this is because when you're doing your eye part, all the excess eyeshadow that falls will be blocked, and you can easily wipe this later. But I normally prefer doing my eye before the face, but since today I just wanted to focus on my face art and eyeshadow, that's why I did my face first. I'm using this Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to use the shade of these colors, which is a maroon color, and it also has a little blackish kind of shade, and you will know shortly when I apply it. And the idea is to start from the very lightest color here. So for instance, if I want this dark color, this particular one, then I will start with more lighter shade, which will be step 1 to take this one, and then after this one, and the third would be this. Starting with the lightermost shade, and I'm taking this small brush. Always move your brush in this direction in an arc shape. Start from the midpoint and follow this direction. When you start from the lightermost color, you are less likely to make a mistake because you will know as the color blends. Now I'm taking a bigger brush. This was the first brush I used. Now taking a little bit bigger brush, I'm going to blend this color in a circular motion. Another important thing to remember is, so in a half cut crease, you highlight this area, the eyelid area, starting from the corner. So it is alright if you skip this area, because anyways later you'll be using your concealer to cut a crease and apply a highlighting color there. So which is why I'm just focusing on the arc area with the same small brush. I'm now moving on to a little bit darker shade than this, which will be this one, and like I said, my final color will be this one, so I'm gradually increasing the shade. Cover the same area. So now I'm blending these two colors. Some people also prefer applying the eyeshadow in the whole of this area and not only in the arc area, so it all depends on how you want to do it. For me, this is more convenient, more easy, and this is how I learned it. Moving on to the darker shade, and which is also of the final color, final shade that I'll be using. circular motion. So now I'm taking the small crease brush and the same concealer to cut the crease. And you also have the option to use a foundation that you use for your face, the foundation that you have to cut the crease. Half cut crease ends here, starting from the corner, it ends here. Just dab and create a small line sort of where you want your crease to be. Using this small shader brush to dab this on top of the crease that I just cut. So all I'm doing now is dabbing this golden highlighting color on top of the crease that I cut. Very gently. And you need to follow this step quick because the foundation or the concealer that you've used to cut the crease might just dry. And now you should not be seeing these two colors as a separate entity, but it needs to be blended with each other, especially in this area where it's clearly visible that these two colors are separated. I'm using this tapered blending brush, a very small brush, to add more color, and I'm taking the same most darkest shade of color that I've used, the last shade that I've used, to blend this part. This small brush helps in reaching out the corners and it does not touches more part. Add it to this side. So just blending the color, and I'm not touching this part yet. Just focus on the edge. Just blend until you no longer see these two as a separate color. And now I'm taking a cleaner brush, more bigger in size, so I don't end up adding more color. So it's safer to use a cleaner brush to blend this part more firmly. The more you blend, the better.
2 hours later.
So now I'm quickly going to repeat the same process for this eye. And now I'm quickly going to clean this area with this cleaner brush. As you can see, this edge part is a little bit distorted and it needs to be cleaned, and therefore I'm using my concealer to straighten this up. I find this part to be the hardest because it almost never comes out perfect. And now time for applying the eyeliner, and I'm using this my forever favorite Nepali brand Sonata eyeliner. And now my forever favorite Essence mascara. And it's done. This is how it looks.